Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Starchaeology Tarot. I am Desi. This is my channel, and I am so excited to give you your December tarot reading. I'm going to take a moment and tune in with Spirit, calling in Source Energy, calling in Cancer's guides, masters, ascended masters, angels and archangels. We are looking for any divine messages for Cancer for the month of December. Whatever resonates is meant for you, Cancer. What doesn't is meant for another member of this collective. And you are seeing this video now because you are an intended member of this collective. Your guides know that, and that is why they directed you here. That is also why they are influencing this reading. If you have an intention, focus on that. If you have a question, focus on that. This is good for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What are the divine messages for Cancer for December? Five of Pentacles, the Empress, Two of Swords. Oh, bottom of the deck, King of Cups. Cancer, who has come into your life right now? Who is this King of Cups character? Some of you have met someone. You've met a divine masculine who is incredibly emotionally intelligent, sensitive, empathic, supportive, and he or she or they are holding space for you on your journey right now in a way that's really helping you move out of old belief systems, especially belief systems regarding money, money, abundance, having your most basic needs met, moving away from negative beliefs in those subjects and towards a much more trusting and faithful perspective here in December. You're coming off a time, Cancer, some of you, you're coming off of a literal time of poverty. Material poverty in some way, or a spiritual poverty, an emotional poverty, a mental poverty. Others of you are moving out of a fear-based mindset around poverty. So you've been in this mindset of just really struggling to make sure that you have enough and that you're going to be taken care of. And it's like there could be sanctuary right in front of your eyes, and you wouldn't really be able to see it because you've been really caught up in the worry of making sure that you're going to have enough, because you never do have enough. And that's kind of this negative story that some of you are telling yourselves. I'm also hearing beggars can't be choosers for some of you. If that's resonant, if you are like, yep, that's a big belief of mine, beggars can't be choosers, and that has deprived you of some sort of sovereignty and choice in your life, that is that false belief. But you are moving out of that. It might be under the influence of this King of Cups character in your life. So this could be a partner, an emotionally intelligent partner. It could be a very emotionally intelligent friend. It is someone who is very in touch with their emotions, but does not, and very emotional, but does not get wrapped up or hijacked by their emotions. They're still able to kind of balance their they're able to hold some sort of structure around their emotions, meaning they are the house for their emotions, not the other way around. The emotions aren't the house. The emotions don't house the person houses the emotions. This person really marries logical thought to their feelings in a very helpful, communicative, positive way. They're able to verbalize their feelings and make conclusions about those feelings that are helpful and reality based. Again, they're not letting the emotions dictate what is true for them or what is not, or lead them astray. Sometimes our just emotions can do that. We come to false conclusions when we start thinking about the emotions sometimes. This person is not someone who does that. So whether this is an influence in your life, Cancer, or this is you, that's the other option here, is that you are embodying this King of Cups character. You are entering a phase in your life where you really are able to process your emotions in a much more functional and healthy and impactful and proactive way, which is amazing. And you're able to communicate those feelings and draw helpful conclusions about those feelings, and use your brain to help your heart feel better. Not the other way around. Your brain doesn't just, double down on maybe the bad feeling that you're feeling and feed you, a loop of negative stories. So whether this is a person or it's you, this is really affecting this December for you. So you're moving out of this scarcity mindset, or this literal scarcity in your life, and you're coming into this, literally the absolute opposite, Cancer, of the Five of Pentacles, which is the Empress. The Empress is the card of abundance. It is the card of creation, of being at one with Mother Earth, making sure all of your needs are completely met. You have everything you need in your environment, in your home, in your community. There is such freedom when you have that kind of trust that the earth is going to be under your feet at all times. Some of you are moving into a time of actual motherhood. The Empress does sometimes mean fertility. Maybe you're moving into a time of fertility. For those of you who are trying to get pregnant, you're moving into this time of fertility, away from this scarcity and maybe even scarcity mindset around getting pregnant, around having a family. Others of you literally are becoming a mother in December. You are giving birth in December. When you are put in that position of nurturing, of motherhood, whether this is a literal child, or let's say you're mothering a new project, you're birthing a new project into the world, you're birthing a new creative baby. Motherhood teaches us so much about abundance, because when you have the mothering perspective, not having enough is never an option. It's not even an option. The mother will always make things work. She will get crafty. She will get resourceful. She will go to the ends of the earth to make sure that her baby's needs are met. And whether this is a literal baby coming into your life or a metaphorical baby, a new project, a new creation, however you interpret that, what you're realizing is that's the mentality that you need to have for your life and for yourself. You will always find a way to make it work. You can always make it work. You will always, the Mother Earth will always have your back. And having that trust is so liberating for you this month, Cancer. having that dependability, being able to rely and depend on yourself or higher power, however you want to frame it, is so, so liberating. We also have the Two of Swords here. So, wow, what I'm seeing here, Cancer, is that what you have is a choice between these two cards this month. The choice is between these two things. The choice is between these stark opposites. And the universe might be presenting you with a lot of opportunities this month, a lot of challenge, a lot of contrast thrown at you that will either make you react, Five of Pentacles style, worrying about not having enough, getting into that scarcity mindset, pinching your pennies, like all of that, versus the Empress mindset that trusting that, whether it's trusting yourself or trusting higher power, that you will always be taken care of. These are two very different perspectives to carry with you through life, and they affect your quality of life immensely. Which one do you want to carry, Cancer? I'm also seeing some of you, it's not so much the choice between those two things, but rather you are facing a big decision this December. You're actually coming into a big decision this December. And it's going to feel hard because you're going to be choosing from from a place of either programming, conditioning of this scarcity mindset that maybe some of you have had for so long. It's how you've made so many decisions, especially financial decisions, versus coming from a place of trusting the unseen, trusting what hasn't appeared for you yet in some cases. Trusting this mothering version of yourself, this mother bear that's going to rear her head when it's needed. You can trust yourself to do that. It's one version of you, one or the other, that's going to be making this decision. And if you can't make the decision, you're going to be paralyzed. Nothing's going to happen. You are going to be at a complete standstill. It's going to be very, very difficult, very paralyzing. Analysis paralysis. I'm seeing some of you too, it's this kind of emotional, keeping your emotions in check, honoring your emotions, but not letting them sweep all of you away in the tide. That is a big part also factoring into this decision that you're making. So the emotions could be this scarcity mindset. The emotions could be all of these fears. This is about being the King of Cups around this Five of Pentacles, being the King of Cups when it comes to acknowledging fear that you might have, and seeing it, facing it, confronting, but not necessarily acting on it, choosing contrary action despite the fear that you feel. Because you have that emotional intelligence to recognize, I know where this is coming from. I know where this fear is coming from. I see it for what it is. It's not me. It's not necessarily the truth. But it is a lens that I look through in my daily life quite often. And I've been conditioned to look through that lens. The biggest message for you, Cancer, is to trust yourself, to depend on yourself, to rely on yourself, to trust yourself in creating whatever it is that you are creating, and knowing that you are the mother of that creation. And you will always find a way, because motherhood is natural and nature always finds a way. Very cool. I would love to hear how this looks specifically for you in your life, Cancer, so feel free to comment below. If you haven't liked or subscribed, think about doing that. I would love for you to join this community and be a part of it. If you'd like to support the work that I'm doing, if you'd like to help me help you better with better tarot readings, more extensive readings, a wider variety of readings, please consider supporting me on my Patreon in the link below for just a few dollars a month. Um, there's also a lot of special bonuses for people who want a more personal relationship with me on Patreon, having monthly personal readings, etc. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, also check out the link below. I'm so grateful that you're here, Cancer. I am rooting for you this December. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time.